Hello. Get ready with me as I talk about feminism. So, me personally, I've never liked labels. I've never enjoyed, being tied to one thing. I've never liked telling somebody, oh, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. Because I like to be free to explore and to just not have anything tied down to me. The only thing I've ever given a label to is a relationship because I feel like that's important. So with that, I've never really known how to describe myself as a feminist. Like, I've never really been like, oh, I'm a choice feminist, or I'm a traditional feminist, or a radical feminist, because I've never really known how to describe it. But I recently kind of had an epiphany. I was literally sitting on the toilet, and I realized that something that a lot of people kind of ignore is, or like kind of have a hard time explaining, is like makeup and stuff, because there is a lot of things that are like not inherently feminist, and people still do it, and they say, oh, it's feminist because it's my choice, and it's because I don't do it for male validation, I do it for myself. And there's a lot of feminists on TikTok, and they're saying like, no, that's not true. Like, you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the patriarchy, you're doing for everybody else. And everyone is like, no, like, I'm doing it for myself. And it's kind of like this big debate. And then I realized, well, I was sitting, because I was that type of girl who was like, no, I'm doing it for myself. Then I kind of realized that, wait, they're right. Like, because we don't know what beauty is. Like, we've understood beauty to be one thing for so long. Like, and I realized to myself, I'm like, no, when I see a certain girl who doesn't fit like beauty standards, I'm kind of quick to say, oh, she's not pretty. And it's not me being a hater, it's kind of just more like, oh, that's just not what I've ever understood as being beautiful. And it's because of what the patriarchy taught us of what beauty was, and how men have infiltrated their ways into our lives, into women's lives, and to tell us, no, this is what beautiful is and this is what beautiful is not. And that's why it's a struggle to kind of identify what you're doing isn't for yourself and is for other people, because we truly just don't understand what beauty is. A lot of girls go throughout the day and they're like, no, she's not beautiful, but everyone is, but we don't assume that way because that's just never how it's been taught. And that's why when we're doing our makeup and when we're doing certain things, we're doing it to please others, because the way we view beauty is the way men view beauty, and the way we were taught to be beautiful. Like Frida Kahlo, she was kind of iconic for kind of pushing beauty standards by wearing that unibrow, because that isn't what we considered beautiful. But she still did it, and she was really famous, and she still is beautiful. And that's kind of the way people are trying to get others to understand that, no, like, we are inherently misogynistic. The world is misogynistic. The world caters towards men. That's just kind of how it is, and that's how it is as we go through our daily lives. And that was how I understood it, because I truly believe that, oh no, I'm doing everything for myself. And yeah, you might not be doing it and thinking in your head, oh yeah, I'm doing this so I can get a guy to give me attention. But even if you are, just inherently, just by being born, it's not for women, it's for men. The way we see beauty is for men. I feel like maybe I'm not kind of explaining it well, but That's how it moved in my head. But I think us living the life we're living today is feminist. Like, I think us being able to voice our opinions, to be able to be something without men is feminist, you know, and just going throughout your day is a feminist thing. Like, and it's what other women fought for. If you're gonna be a traditional feminist, then you're not gonna fight for, you know, minority rights and women who are minorities. But now we've evolved so much to the point where we ignore that. We ignore how back then so many minorities weren't included in the fight for women's rights, because we've just grown so much to include every other woman. We've ignored our past. Like, no one talks about how the feminist movement is inherently racist, but everybody talks about how, oh, makeup is inherently this, like, oh, shaving is this, shaving is that. It's just this big thing. But no one talks about how the feminist movement excluded minorities. Because nobody wants to think of it like that. Because we've grown and we've changed, and we obviously now we include minorities. I'm a minority myself, and I'm speaking about feminism. But that's how it should be with feminists and the feminist movement. We've grown and we've changed, and now our priorities are different. Yeah, we're still fighting for reproductive rights, but we're not fighting to be something without our husbands, you know, like they did back then. And that's why choice feminism seems so, like we gravitate towards choice feminism, because just the fact that we're making these choices on our own is good enough. The fact that we have the choice to do that is good enough, because we've grown so much and people fail to realize that, oh, we didn't have this choice back then and now we do. And it's important that we keep on using these choices to be better. When we use what the feminist movement gave us to continue speaking our opinions out. But I think people hating on choice feminism is just another way for people to hate on women. It's just another way to put women against each other. But nobody is focusing on the fact that you're both feminist. You're both feminists. You both want women to have rights. You both want a better world for women. Nobody should be hating on someone who's a choice feminist. Nobody should be hating on someone who's a radical feminist, as long as you're both feminists. As long as you both want what's best for women in this world. There's just no reason to put women against each other and to be hating on women and to be trying to decide which feminist movement is right and which feminist path is the correct one to follow. Because that's just another way women are told that, you know, you should go against your other women. Like, but that's just not how it should be. Because who cares? Who cares if you're a choice feminist or a radical feminist or an extremist? Nobody cares. As long as you still want what's right for women. But, yeah. It's kind of my opinion. You know, it's open to discussion if anyone wants to comment. You know, it's a difficult thing to process, and it is a difficult thing to understand, especially once you realize that beauty thing, that, oh, everything you ever learned about beauty is from men, from what men desired. That's everything we've ever known. But it's a hard thing to kind of dismantle everything related to beauty. And it's kind of ironic as I'm doing my makeup right now. I feel beautiful, you know, I feel pretty, but also, you know, I should feel pretty no matter what. Girls should feel pretty no matter what, and that's the issue, and that's what people should be gravitating towards, and that's what people should be fighting against and fighting for, is that we should all feel beautiful no matter what, whether we have makeup or whether we don't have makeup on. Not whether someone puts the makeup on. No, that's not what we should be fighting each other against. To be beautiful and to enjoy how you look is such a like thing in itself. It's such a healing part of life, and it's what helps, you know, your mind grow. It helps you feel confident. It helps you feel like you have value. And it's kind of how it's always been. That beauty equals value. One day, I truly believe that one day that'll be fixed. One day beauty won't have value, and we will move forward without having to be beautiful. And women can feel free to be ugly, because to be ugly is to be free. To love your body no matter how you look is to be free. No, to love your face no matter how you look is to be free. That's what I want for all women, whether you're a choice feminist or not, is for women to love themselves enough to the point where they don't need a man, and they don't need to they don't need to put themselves against other women. That's what we need more in this world. Hopefully this video made sense. I feel like I was kind of rambling on. But thanks for watching. Bye. 2K out.